Today we are making these cute little felt envelopes, and they're super cute for Valentine's Day. You can stick in like some little treats or some cash, a little card, whatever you'd like, but they're super easy to make. You'll just need a few things. You'll need some felt. You will need some embroidery thread and a needle. You'll need, this is Velcro. We'll just use one side of this for the envelopes. You will also need to have a glue gun. And then it's also handy to have a ruler and some pins, and then you'll need some scissors. So to get started with, we just need a half sheet of the flannel, or of the felt. So I just fold it in half like this. And then I just take my scissors and I just cut. There might be more precise ways to do this, but that's easy and it works just fine. So we'll just take our felt, and then we're just going to fold it up into like an envelope shape, just like this. If you want to, you can measure. I find that about 3 to 3.5 inches from this point to this point is good, but you can adjust it to however you want. It's not necessary to measure, but that's just kind of what I do. So then I just kind of press it down, and then I'll grab some thread. I'm going to be using white thread for this. And I'm just using all 6 strands of the floss. So we'll just thread our needle here. And then we'll just tie a knot in the end. And then we can trim off any little excess. Okay, let's grab some pins first. I like to pin it in place so that I don't move it as I'm stitching. So then we'll grab our needle, and we're just going to come on the underside of this point right here on this side to start. And then our little knot will be hidden back between the layers. So then I'm just going to be doing a running stitch, and I'm going to start here. I'm going to come down across the bottom, back up, then I'm going to continue onto the flap, go across and down. Just try to keep your stitches somewhat even. I'm going to be doing this fairly fast, so this doesn't take forever. So if my stitches are a little wonky, that's why. You can take a little more time if you'd like to make them perfectly even. You could do long stitches. These ones are fairly long. You could do short stitches. I do have a whole bunch of embroidery tutorials, so you could try a different type of stitch if you wanted to do that. I'll link to those in the blog post if you're interested in that. Okay, so we've gotten to the other end, and you'll notice that sometimes the fabric scrunches up, so just make sure you go ahead and flatten it out as needed as you're stitching. But when we get to the end, we're just going to take our last stitch here, and I'm just going to do one back over here. We're just going to take our thread and our needle, and stick it through this first stitch right here. Then stick the needle through that loop, and then we'll just do that a couple times to secure a little bit of a knot right there, and then we'll just trim it. And then there you have it. So you'll just take these pins out, And then the next thing we'll do is we'll just decorate it with a little bit of, with a little heart. And so I'm just gonna do a red heart, and then you could either do like a white or a blue, whichever. I think I'm gonna do the white. And then, so we'll just take our glue gun, and first I like to, I'll just take a little bit of glue, and then we'll just put it, and we'll just eyeball it and try to center it on this heart. Now we'll just add our little heart to the envelope. So I just like to flip it over like this, and then I can kind of see where to put it. And I just kind of take a strip of glue, kind of down the middle and then on the top half. And then I'll just place it in place. And there we have our thing. And then in order for it to attach and not just flop open, I've got this Velcro here, and this is just sew on Velcro that I had in my stash, but I'm just gonna trim a little square, and then I'm just going to use the hook portion because it will attach to the felt. So we'll just add a little dab of glue to the back of it, and then just stick it on the heart. And then once that's dry, it will just stay in place. So there you have cute little felt Valentine envelopes. You can make them in all kinds of colors and shapes, and they're really easy to make. You don't need anything super fancy. I will say for the hearts, I have a stencil that I just used to cut them out, and I use the freezer paper transfer method, which I have a video too, if you'd like to do that. But you can just find any printable heart online and just print it out and copy it and trace it out onto felt.